Let me honest. I walked into the Captain America Brave New World to feeling helpful. I have always loved Samuels and Anthony Mackie as a character, dating back into his first appearance in Captain America Winter Soldier to watching him evolve into the new Captain America Disney Plus series. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was highlight the Marvel TV experiment, so I fully expected that films that would be the logical step his journey. Instead, what I got and often felt like an overstated patchwork, racing old tropes and references without fully embracing the fresh perspective the Sam could have brought in the metal. The movie tries to fuse everything from cosmic leftovers, giant galactical from Eternals, the government conspiracies, and the cameo their princes, and the comedic side moments all in the one place. Sometimes that can work, but there it ends up feeling endless. Let's start with the big cosmic elements in the rule, colossal the galactical leftover from the Eternals, which is still just out in the Indian Ocean. If you have followed the MCU, you might have been asking yourself, when are they going to address the huge hand the heat sticking out on the Earth? Well, it took them around 5 years, but Brave New World finally picks up in that year. It turns out the castical body that contains the massive reserves of adamantium, a metal that's supposedly stronger than uranium. This revelation the triggers in the worldwide and the scramble to climb the ships, the turning the Indian Ocean into the geopolitical in the hotspot. The United States, led by the newly minted the president that those thunderbolts rose and applied by Harrison World once seen in the agreement with another measure the world power to share the access to that the research. Naturally, that saddened of multiple the subplots. Samuelson find himself investigating the suspectations and assassinations attempted the Rose, who barely survives an attack in the White House. But the further the more as the story tries and weaves into the global conflicts over adamantium. Unfortunately, the film never quite conveys the gravity of discovering the metal that in the odd classes were brand new. The promise the fascinating and proper adamantium stand out in the Marvel world, the lore, the bottom the actual the on-screen attention that doesn't fully imagine the complexity and the potential. That's like Cloud's got Thor and the Sam Wilson instantly decreases. One major talking points in the Sam Wilson the personal arc. After this Falcon and the Winter Soldier, generally expecting this movie in highlighting the Sam's growth, how he steps out into Steve Rogers, the shadow, and the Ferguson, often the pilotly doesn't mean the Captain America instead, Brave New World often the quickly back in the same and the uncertainties and the insecurities he already resolved in TV series, making his journey feel somewhat repeated. Moreover, Sam is the shown using the animations of cheer. Captain America's shield vibrating wings, even the Ant-Man style helmet. On one of the hands, I appraised in the Marvel weaving the universe together. On the other, it can look like the Sam is borrowing from the everyone as the writer that coming into the on. The movie seems to forgotten the Sam's the real superpower was never about the heartbeat, but about his empathy, his counseling background, and his human touch, which made him the different king of hero. That aspect, unfortunately, doesn't get as much in the subplots. Here's that helps. Now let's talk about one of the film's biggest revivals, the present roles in becoming the Red Hulk. In the comics, Saddle's roles as Red Hulk are intriguing to death. He was in the long-time Hulk hunter who ironically turned himself into the war scene of the master despicide. And Brave New World starts in the, I don't know exactly, this up in the Delaware's in the hasty way. And Rose apparently takes the sums the gamma as the rating, the pass, that transforms into the Red Hulk in the one of the White House long, and then just as quickly reverts back when the Sam talks him down. On paper, Ross Hawkins is outshot in the should be in the definite moment, especially given the historical the stand of the superpower individuals. Next, expectation. It comes the across and the Russia last minutes just spectacle the designer gives the film the big click and tackle in the monster battle. There's no deep exploration of the moral conflicts that should accompany his role transformation. It's more like as a quickly cameo as the end as the film most fifth smash it was. If this film is that had shown the roles wrestling with the side effects of the gamma infusion over time, I think his psychological and the unraveling could have the prelude serves as the unwavering, the moral code. Instead, the sequences feel like the afterthought, and already we begin the cameo of the chaos. The film, the futurists, the stuff, and the returning, the new face who each pop into for a skin of or two, but rarely get on the proper storylines. The idea is broadly introduction, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's a super soldier history trait where movie passing the bizarre attempt on the roles in the life, possibly under mind control. There is the hint deeper the conspiracy here, but it's never the fleshed out. Leaving the Bradley's role is little more than a brief plot in the device. The Giancarlo is as Placido William. If you saw the marketing, you mightn't have expected the grand turn from the formidable actor, but he appears only briefly, making his the character feel undercooked. For someone so talented, it's disappointing that the role doesn't expand beyond the standard, their hired gun territory. Tim Blake and Nelson the leader. Fans have the waiting designs is 2008 is the incredible Hogan scenes later teased the origin fully the would finally pay off. Here's the overshadow is by Ross and Rahal, and some the commentary is about him being the giant brain, the manipulator, but it's never fully explored. My story is chill soldier. The character shows up and manages quickly girl's boss in the moment essentially vanishes. Is that during she's introduced and the dispatches before we can get only emotional attachment or backstory. All of these could have been the intelligence independently, but together they form the uninfinitely the mosaic that never feels the cohesive. By time the credits roll, I still wondered why half these pro players were included in the first place. The rumors is surveillance. Brave New World underwent multiple rewrites in the reshots. You can sense in the aberrant tunnel the ship. One of the moments, the film tries to channel the Winter Soldier gritty government conspiracy is by. The next, it throws in the comedic the antics and reminds us the Garden of the Ragnarok style. I know that exactly. That we get in the cameo after the cameo, only to be caveat of the monster rage impact in the White House, resulting in the shorts of the immediately decreases. You can almost feel the studio pushing the making the film epic, comedy, cosmic, and the cameo landing in the one once. But trying everything, the film rarely excels on the science style, had the creative of the teams, the zeroids in the just one of the two KDMs, and the like Sam's moral dilemmas, and the adamantium arms in the race. Raiden Wolf might have emerged as a stronger piece of the storytelling. I want to spotlight Isaiah Bradley once more because as a fascinating figure in the MCU referencing the hidden the super soldier history, the Winter Soldier and the Falcon. It gave us a glimpse this tragic backstory. It feels like there was so much more to say about the injustices he endured. Raiden Rold uses him as a quickly plot device. He urgently is attacked as a rose while under the sun from the form of the mind control. After that, we are left without deeper exploration of how he feels, what he stands for, or what this means for Sam's own moral stance. If you haven't watched it show, you have a little conflict for who Bradley Evans is. If you have Michael V. frustrated, the film barely moves his arc forward. There was room to make the Bradley profitable figure. Someone Sam could turn for the advice, given that Bradley understands the rush in the consequences of the government oversight. But the film never capitalizes on the potential. It's almost impossible. It's not to compare. In the brand new world with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, the 2040s, the film remains the favorite because it's the plotting, the transaction, the mature themes of battle, survivals, and freedom. Rain Roll tries to replace elements of the style, conspiracy, Black Ops, and missions. The double agents, actually, but it lacks in the personal stakes dimension, coordinating Winter Soldier especially, via Simon's the investigating, the mind control, conspiring the here. The movie also once seemed to juggle the wall fallout from the giant Calastic, the introduction of the new villain, and the coming after the cameo, the sharing frequently plot there's in the present, Rainy rolled from the zeroing in the Assyrian compelling the central dead. The Winter Soldier was the choice from the start to finish. With Steve Rogers, best friend as Noggius, and pressing the moral line about the shields, overshadowing everything. They hear the narrative about secret. If you ask me, Sam Wilson himself the best hope for making this Brave New World stand out. He's an ex-Air Force parachute veteran, a trauma the counselor, and a genuinely empathic character. There's so much Marvel could done have the Captain America with distinctly different from Steve Rogers, but rather than giving the some a newly defined path, and the secret often the reduces him to the reactive figure. Someone who is supposed and who swaps the device and the conflicts without deeper, but layers the moral struggle. Having the notion, the sunlight and the approach, the role Captain America from the more diplomatic or the empathic, the angel rarely finds the room to shine. Yes, there's it's the heroic sequences that show how the skill with the shield, but the intangible sense of this is a brand new Captain America for a brand new era and fairly materializes. And the one element, the rooms compact the concept of the franchise footage with over the 40 films at Disney Plus service, the MCU, each new entry they must juggle hobbies to continually while trying to remain appealing to newcomers. That often leads to heavy expectation and dumps. Like entry sharing the old event throughout new cast and character monologues. The saga moments can feel the force as if they're the fulfilling corporate and the mandate and remind viewers. You remember these things in the use of 10 years old Marvel movie for fans deeply invested. Every nonsense in the MCU that's the callbacks in this might seem either repetitive, underwhelming. For the casual reviewers, the references that might feel overwhelming. Brave New World doesn't comment in the unforgettable in the cinematic sense, but if you're in the growing the years in Marvel formal, you might be finding the struggles to feel fresh and innovative. And sometimes, the movie helps in the clarify is the missed opportunities. Here's my hypothetical pitch. Sam Wilson is that the center using the consul's background in Marias and the international summit over the classical research. The champion is the diplomacy. The show in how empathy can bring rival nations to the table. The present roles becomes the Red Hulk, but we watch in the slow, the tense transformation, the mirroring his obsession with power. Each seeking the shows and the roles rippling the further into the moral compartments and the providing the point and the contracts and the sense unbreaking, the sense and justice. The idea apparently the place the larger the adversary in the role. The warning Sam about in the USA government's long history of exploitations super soldier. The world forces Sam reckon with loyalty versus the conscience. The leader, the manipulates, even from the shadows, using his intellect and stoking the conflicts between world and power. So that is the final act. Sam has the outsmarts, genius, the attainment, the problem from the classical adamantium. Giancarlo Esposito role, if included, or not exactly, there could be another wild card with personal stakes, giving the wield added depth. In this scenario, this cameo character would be have clearly his narrative purposes and Sam's moral blame and rotated his compassion significantly will the proper the story forward. That's nothing we got in the imagining. Reveals how Raiden role might have been streamlined into something more current. Where the eye ultimately a lot of Captain America New role is not unwatchable. The Anthony Mackie's the charismatic and the Harrison world bring the Charlton Grove and the humor as roles. Seeing the Sam Will and the Shield one of the big screens still carries emotional weight. But this film's scanner the potential and nearly every turn offer stuffing that with references, cameos, and leftover the plus points from the earlier MCU entries, rather than letting the Sam history breathe. Best moments is the creator wants is very visible glimpse of the Sam capacity from the empty leadership. Unfortunately, those moments especially is by Russia's subplots in the last minute's transformation. The political thriller aspect never quite finds from the footage, and Cosmic Angel within the classical ends up feeling like half a decade afterthought. My recommend, if you are the decided Marvel fan who is the eager to keep up with every installments, you're probably back checking out not ridiculous, but temper your expectation. If you're suffering from the spiritual fatigue or the want and the fresh and the spin up to Captain America mantle, you might leave the disappoint. This isn't bold new leap in force and listen reader. It's a serviceable, occasionally internating, but ultimately is underwhelming. The character in the franchise that is beginning to show the age. That's my take on the Captain America brave new world that love and the use scenes caught in the movie that fully embrace Sam's unique and quickly the morally complex, harnessing the classical power. For now, thought we are left in the white with the well intonations but model the product and not required comments. It's best in the ideas. What do you think of the Red Hulk twist? Were you disappointed by this limited role in the leader? How did you feel about the recharging of Isaiah Bradley? Did it meet your expectations or did it fall short? I'm looking forward to seeing how the others react and whether the confrontation, the rounds the film might inspire, the more focused direction for future installments. Until then, keep your shields ready for action. And here's the hoping that next outing the first Sam Wilson truly taps into the potential of the new Captain America for a new era.